Hey guys, it's Emily. This is my demo for P0, my first kernel mod. So before I show you the actual code, let me quickly explain what a kernel is. The way I think what is a kernel is basically like a restaurant. Your apps, like your browser, music apps, games, whatever, are the customers placing the orders. The hardware, like the CPU, RAM, and storage, is the kitchen doing the work. And the kernel is basically the waiter in the middle. It takes requests from programs and it helps the hardware know what to do. So even though we usually never see the kernel, it's running in the background the whole time. And for this project, I actually got to modify it, which is pretty cool because we're changing the part of the operating system itself. What I did was I added a custom message that prints during the boot. It's a small change, but it proves my modified kernel is actually running. So I'll show you where I added it and I'll show you the output and then the patch file. So then I am going to cd usr slash rep slash src slash reptilian kernel. Okay, so we're in it already. And then we have nano kernel rcu update.c. Okay, and now I am going to do control W and I'm going to search rcu and in kernel boot. All right, so what I did was I went to the kernel source directory. In this virtual machine, it's stored under slash usr slash rep slash src slash reptilian kernel. Then I basically opened the update.c, which is inside kernel slash rcu file. I'm using the nano previously because it's simple and it's already in the terminal. The function I'm looking at is called rcu and in kernel boot. This runs near the very end of the kernel boot process, so it's a good place to add a message and it shows up when the system starts. And here I added 3 printk lines right here. Printk is basically like printf, but for the kernel. Since normal printf is for user programs, the kernel actually uses printk to write the messages to the kernel log. The first and third lines are just blank lines, and the middle are actually my custom code. So these are just the spaces, and my custom code is on the second line. The first and third lines, they're just for spacing. I use kernel as the log level because I wanted the message to be visible during the normal boot. So kernel right here. If I use a lower priority level, it might only show up in verbose or debug output. So this makes it easier to confirm that it works. So then after I modified it, which I modified it earlier, and then now I'm going to just control X. So then I could do sudo dmesg and then do this a2 b2 Emily. And then I will be entering the password. Actually, I'm going to do a clean reboot since the message might be needing a update, a reboot. So now you can see the message actually pops up. Yay! And there it is. You can see the custom message showing up and that it confirms the modified kernel booted successfully. And now let's just show the patch. So let's just do cat po or p0 dot diff. This was made with git diff, which it shows exactly what I changed in the source code. The lines with the plus signs are the new lines I added. So instead of submitting the whole kernel source, I can submit this patch file and someone else could apply a clean version of the code and get the same change. So that is it for my project. I know it's pretty simple. Basically, I modified one kernel source file and added the printk lines, rebuilt the kernel, and confirmed that my message prints during the boot. And yeah, that is basically it for this demo. I will be making a lot more demos because those are really fun to do. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all the technical demos I'm doing, and I'll keep doing them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. So peace out. Bye.